liberalism is bad for your health. I mean, we knew that, right? I knew that. We've talked about it. You knew that. But apparently, a new study, I think this is a Harvard guy who went on to Genius Life to talk about it. A new study actually shows that it's definitely bad for your health. Well, maybe a chicken or an egg thing that you could debate, but I look at it and say there's some kind of correlation here going on that is fascinating, because liberals are just miserable people. And like, I'm not just saying that. They really are. They're like miserable people. Look.
10 years ago, you wrote, conservative women seem to be particularly blissful. About 40% say they're very happy. That makes them slightly happier than conservative men and significantly happier than liberal women.
Yeah.
The unhappiest of all are liberal men. Only about a fifth consider themselves very happy.
That was true 10 years ago. Liberal women have overtaken liberal men as the unhappiest group. You find that particularly young women, very interesting new data show that white liberal women under 30 have almost a 6 in 10 chance of having been diagnosed with a mental illness in America today. It's a really big problem. And there's lots of speculation about what that has to do with politics, what has to do with race, what has to do with age, et cetera, et cetera. But what you find is that this is a group that's really, really struggling. And it's a pity, because it's not good for them. It's not good for society. And that's what we see. So I don't think that being a political conservative is a panacea for being a happy person, but we see disproportionately these happiness and unhappiness effects in different parts of the population for sure.
Why do you guys think that is? I have a few different views on that. I mean, one, I think conservatives often have religion in their life, and I think religion is a big part of being a happy person, because a lot of stuff happens and you can't explain it, but you got to keep moving forward, right? Is it glass half full or half empty? It's always half full when you talk to a conservative. And you know what? You know, when the things don't go well, you deal with it. And you confront it, you lick your wounds for a little bit, and then you back up, you're back on the horse, and you're moving forward, because you know what? It's partly what God's mandate is for us, right? To keep pushing forward and moving forward and striving to make yourself happier and recognizing and being grateful. Big part of religion too, for all that we do have. Right? I mean, you're thankful. You say your prayers to God, and you thank God for all that is going right. And so you're reminded of what's going right. And that's sort of a self-fulfilling prophecy. You think about what's going well in your life. Okay, maybe there's some other things that you need to work on, whatever, or maybe things aren't perfect over here, but this is good. And because this is good, I feel good. And so I do suspect that just a basic little thing like religion tends to help people more than the liberals ever knew. Or maybe they just like being unhappy. I don't know. You look at their social media stuff, everybody's really unhappy looking. And they wallow in that. And it's just, victim mentality, constant. I'm the poor victim, and it's never going to change because the man is always going to be. I mean, think about what he just said about liberal women having this deficit for happiness. I think those are connected. So one's religion, but two is politics. Two is, the political aspect of this, that you're the victim and nothing can ever change. I mean, unless you vote for Kamala and she gives you some little handout along the way. Oh, oops, that was going to black men, right? The forgivable loan of $50K for every black man. You can't make it up. Unbelievably stupid ideas from a stupid woman with stupid policy, people all around her. So they're unhappy. To which I would say, you know what? You're in charge of your own destiny. That's what we also believe as conservatives, that you have some say in things. You're not helpless. You're not a victim. You can figure it out. And yeah, God plays a role in that. I mean, here we are at Christmas. I hope you had a good Christmas. I definitely did. On Christmas Eve, we went and did some caroling at church. And I'll tell you, that's one place to get religion pretty fast. You know what? A candlelit service on Christmas Eve, when you're reading about the nativity scenes, and I mean, it's like overpowering. It's just everybody sang Silent Night. We lit our candles. It was actually just amazing, and the joy of the world. And I was like, wow, I was just so overcome. I always am. And that's something that everybody should have a chance to experience. You can't, though, if you're a liberal. No, you're a liberal. You can't do that. We don't like church, right? We want to just sit over here in the corner and be miserable all the time with our funny haircut. Liberal women, I'm just going to tell you, you know what? Get out there. Maybe go to church, go for a run. Start thinking about what you're grateful for every day. Every single day, remind yourself, there's got to be something that you're happy about. And remind yourself of that. And then, hey, you know what? Maybe one day you'll become a conservative because we're really happy over here. What can I say?